4 common foods that are weakening your legs and how to fix it. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what 5 common foods could be silently hurting your leg strength. More importantly, I'll also give you simple, actionable fixes to help you combat this. Whether it's swapping out certain foods or adding in others that are rich in the nutrients your body needs, these small changes can make a big difference. And don't miss the last one, because it is something present in all other foods that we're going to mention, but it is also the main killer of your leg strength, as I have also mentioned the best exercise that will reverse your leg weakening. So let's dive in and uncover those hidden foods that may be draining your leg strength and discover how to give your legs the support they need to keep you moving freely and confidently. At number 1, we have processed sugar, the silent killer. We all know the temptation of a sweet treat. Whether it's a sugar in your morning coffee, a sugary snack in the afternoon, or dessert after dinner, processed sugar is everywhere. It's a staple of many people's daily diets, and for good reason. It tastes good, it gives us a quick energy boost, and it's often conveniently packaged. But what we may not realize is that sugar, especially in large amounts, can be a silent killer when it comes to our leg strength and overall muscle health, particularly as we age. As we get older, our bodies undergo numerous changes. Some of those changes include a natural loss of muscle mass, a condition known as sarcopenia. However, it's not just aging alone that contributes to this decline. Many common habits and dietary choices, like consuming too much processed sugar, can exacerbate the problem, leading to faster muscle loss, increased fatigue, and weaker legs. But let's break down why processed sugar harms your legs. When we consume sugar, especially in excess, it leads to rapid spikes in our blood sugar levels. This quick influx of sugar floods the bloodstream, giving us a short burst of energy. However, what goes up must come down. After the sugar spike, the body experiences a crash, leaving us feeling sluggish and tired. These blood sugar fluctuations put a strain on our muscles, depriving them of the steady, long-term energy they need to stay strong and functional. More concerning, however, is the chronic effect sugar has on our body over time. When we eat sugar regularly, it can lead to chronic inflammation. This inflammation doesn't just affect our joints, but it can also weaken the muscles themselves. Inflammation has been shown to interfere with muscle recovery and growth, and over time, it can contribute to the loss of muscle mass. For seniors, this can manifest as difficulty standing up from a chair, climbing stairs, or walking without feeling fatigued. Another major issue with excess sugar is insulin resistance. When the body is bombarded with sugar too frequently, it can lose its ability to process insulin effectively. Insulin is essential for helping the body use glucose, sugar, for energy. But when resistance occurs, muscles are deprived of the energy they need to function properly. This contributes to sarcopenia, or muscle wasting, which accelerates as we get older. Additionally, there's a connection between high sugar consumption and osteoporosis, a condition that causes bones to become weak and brittle. Excess sugar can interfere with the absorption of calcium and magnesium, 2 minerals essential for bone health. Weakened bones further reduce your stability and mobility, leading to an increased risk of falls and fractures, which can greatly affect your ability to move freely. So, what are the simple fixes to protect your legs and muscles? The good news is that you can take control of your sugar intake to help preserve and even improve your leg strength. Here are a few simple fixes that can make a big difference. Cut back on refined sugar. One of the easiest ways to protect your legs and muscles is to reduce your intake of refined sugars, which are found in most processed foods. Instead of reaching for a sugary snack or soda, try to satisfy your sweet tooth with healthier options. Use natural sweeteners. If you love adding sweetness to your drinks or meals, consider using natural sweeteners like honey, dates, or coconut sugar. These alternatives don't cause the same blood sugar spikes as refined sugars, and they often contain additional nutrients like vitamins and minerals that are beneficial for your health. Choose whole foods. Whole fruits, for example, contain fiber, vitamins, and minerals that help regulate blood sugar and provide a more sustained energy release. Dark chocolate, 70% cocoa or higher, is another great option, offering antioxidants that can help reduce inflammation without the excessive sugar load of milk chocolate. Watch out for hidden sugars in packaged foods. Sugar isn't always obvious. Many packaged foods, from salad dressings to bread, contain added sugars that can add up quickly without you realizing it. Be sure to read ingredient labels and choose items with little to no added sugar. Changing your diet doesn't need to be a drastic, overnight shift. It's about making small, sustainable changes that will build up over time, improving both your leg strength and overall health. And these changes have been shown to work for many seniors who have made an effort to cut back on sugar and focus on more nutritious alternatives. Are there real-life success stories of people recovering their leg strength after following this step? Well, yes. There are numerous success stories of seniors who have noticed significant improvements in their leg strength by adjusting their diets. Take, for example, a case study of a 70-year-old woman named Doris. Doris had always had a sweet tooth, and over the years, she had noticed that her legs felt weaker, making it difficult for her to walk long distances or climb stairs. After a visit to her doctor, she learned that high sugar intake could be exacerbating her muscle loss and inflammation. Doris decided to reduce her intake of sugary snacks, replacing them with fruits, nuts, and natural sweeteners like honey. Within just a few months, she noticed a dramatic improvement. Not only did her legs feel stronger, but she also had more energy, and she was able to take longer walks without fatigue. Another example is Tom, a 65-year-old man who struggled with joint pain and was often unable to stand for long periods. After making the decision to cut out processed sugars from his diet and focus on whole foods like vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains, he saw noticeable improvements in his leg strength and mobility. His joints felt less stiff, and he regained a sense of stability that had been lacking for years. These success stories show that by reducing sugar and making more mindful choices about what we eat, it's entirely possible to regain strength, reduce inflammation, and enhance mobility in our legs as we age. So, you need to understand that while processed sugar may be a common and tempting part of our daily lives, it's important to recognize its long-term effects on our muscles and overall health. By cutting back on refined sugars and choosing healthier alternatives, you can protect your leg strength, reduce inflammation, and even improve bone health. At number 2, it might be something that you consume on a regular basis. And it is none other than deep-fried and fast foods, the hidden enemy of joints. Who doesn't love the crispy crunch of a deep-fried meal? Whether it's a fried chicken leg, golden French fries, or a crispy piece of fish, we all have our favorite comfort foods. They taste great, they're easy to find, and let's face it, they make us feel good in the moment. However, what many people don't realize is that these indulgent treats, particularly deep-fried and fast foods, can be doing more harm than good, especially as we age. They can be accelerating joint pain, muscle weakness, and reducing mobility, making it harder for you to stay active and independent. So, why exactly are these foods a hidden danger, and why these foods are a problem? When it comes to fast foods and deep-fried dishes, it's not just about how tasty they are. It's about what's inside them. These foods are often cooked in trans fats and processed oils, ingredients that, while cheap and widely used, are highly inflammatory to the body. These trans fats and oils are often found in fried snacks, fast food burgers, and many convenience foods. They contribute to inflammation in the joints and muscles, which is a major problem when it comes to maintaining strength and mobility. Have you ever noticed swelling in your legs or joints after eating salty or processed foods? This is a sign of inflammation, and it can make your joints feel stiff, achy, and even painful. Inflammation plays a huge role in accelerating muscle and joint deterioration, particularly in seniors. With continued consumption of these types of foods, your joints can become even more inflamed, leading to chronic conditions like arthritis or worsening the effects of existing joint problems. This, in turn, can reduce your range of motion, making activities like walking, climbing stairs, or even standing up from a chair much more difficult. But it doesn't stop there. Deep-fried foods and fast food can also impact circulation, which is crucial for healthy muscles and joints. Poor circulation reduces the amount of oxygen that reaches the muscles, leaving them fatigued and more prone to injury. It can also slow down the recovery process after physical activity, meaning your legs and joints won't be able to heal as efficiently. So, if you're noticing a lack of energy or endurance during physical activities, this could be another result of diet rich in fried and processed foods. Moreover, many deep-fried and fast foods are packed with empty calories, contributing to weight gain. Excess weight places additional strain on your knees, hips, and other joints, making them work harder to support your body. This added pressure increases the likelihood of joint pain and can accelerate the wear and tear on cartilage, which leads to conditions like osteoarthritis. The extra pounds you carry could be one of the reasons your legs and joints feel more worn out than they should. Have you found that your knees ache more after gaining a few pounds? It's no coincidence. Now, to fight against these problems, are there any easy swaps for a healthier diet? Yes, there are countless solutions. And the best part about this is you don't have to give up your favorite foods entirely. There are simple swaps you can make that will help you improve your mobility, reduce joint pain, and give your muscles a chance to thrive. First, bake, grill, or steam instead of frying. These cooking methods preserve the natural nutrients in your food and don't introduce the harmful trans fats found in deep frying. For example, instead of deep frying chicken, you could bake in the oven or grill it for a healthier alternative. These methods allow you to enjoy the same great flavors while cutting down on the inflammation-causing fats that slow you down. Another great swap is to use heart-healthy oils like olive oil or avocado oil instead of the processed oils often found in fried foods. These oils are rich in monounsaturated fats, which have been shown to reduce inflammation and support overall joint health. Instead of using vegetable or canola oil to cook your meals, make the simple switch to a healthier alternative. Olive oil is great for sautéing, drizzling over vegetables, or even using in salad dressings. Avocado oil, with its higher smoke point, is perfect for grilling or stir-frying. Perhaps one of the most significant changes you can make is to choose home-cooked meals over fast food. Fast food may be convenient, but it's also packed with added salts, sugars, unhealthy fats, and preservatives that are all working against your health. Home-cooked meals give you full control over what goes into your food. You can make sure your meals are loaded with fresh, whole ingredients that provide essential nutrients for strong muscles and joints. Simple dishes like baked fish, roasted vegetables, or a lean chicken stir-fry can make a huge difference in how you feel physically. Along with cutting out deep-fried and fast foods, it's important to add anti-inflammatory foods to your diet to help fight inflammation and improve joint health. Foods like fatty fish, salmon, mackerel, nuts, walnuts, almonds, and berries, blueberries, strawberries, are packed with antioxidants and omega-3 fatty acids, both of which can help reduce inflammation in the body. Green leafy vegetables, such as spinach and kale, are also excellent choices for reducing inflammation while providing nutrients that support muscle strength. Consider the example of Eleanor, a 72-year-old woman who loved fast food. For years, she ate fried chicken and French fries several times a week, and while she didn't experience any major health issues at first, she began noticing joint pain and stiffness, especially in her knees and hips. Walking long distances was becoming increasingly difficult, and she felt sluggish and tired throughout the day. After speaking with her doctor, Eleanor learned that her diet was contributing to her joint problems and overall muscle weakness. She made the decision to switch to healthier cooking methods and reduce her intake of fried and fast foods. Eleanor began baking her chicken, grilling vegetables, and using olive oil in place of processed oils. Over the course of a few months, her joint pain began to subside, and she noticed an increase in energy. She could walk further without discomfort, and she regained strength in her legs, enabling her to stay more active and independent. At number 3 is something I can guarantee that you eat regularly and is a major part of your diet: processed meats. Processed meats are a staple in many diets. They're convenient, easy to prepare, and undeniably tasty. Think of the crispy bacon at breakfast, the sausages at brunch, or the deli meats piled high in your sandwich. They're quick to grab and often satisfy our cravings. But the truth is, processed meats are doing more harm than good, especially when it comes to our muscle strength and overall mobility. Processed meats like bacon, sausages, hot dogs, and deli meats are typically loaded with sodium, preservatives, and nitrates, all of which can subtly erode your muscle health over time. While you may not immediately notice the impact, regular consumption of these foods can lead to significant issues that affect your ability to stay active and maintain strong, mobile legs as you age. By why processed meats are weakening your legs? Processed meats often contain high levels of sodium. While sodium is necessary for the body in small amounts, consuming too much can cause water retention, leading to swelling in your legs, feet, and ankles. Swelling or edema can make your legs feel heavy and sluggish, reducing your mobility. Not only does it make moving around uncomfortable, but it also interferes with your circulation, leaving your muscles fatigued and less able to perform effectively. Have you ever noticed your legs feeling swollen or stiff after eating something salty? This is a direct result of too much sodium in your diet, and it can impede your ability to stay active or maintain the strength needed for daily tasks. On top of the sodium issue, many processed meats contain nitrates and preservatives. These chemicals are used to preserve the color, flavor, and shelf life of meats like bacon, sausages, and deli meats. Unfortunately, these additives can cause inflammation in the body, which is a primary contributor to joint stiffness and muscle soreness. For seniors, inflammation can exacerbate existing conditions like arthritis, making joints feel more painful and less mobile. If your legs feel stiff or sore after eating processed meats, this could be the result of these inflammatory chemicals working against you. Another downside to processed meats is their lack of quality protein and essential nutrients. While meats like bacon and sausages may provide some protein, they often don't contain the amino acids necessary to support muscle health and repair. In fact, diets rich in processed meats are often low in the nutrients that our bodies need to maintain muscle strength, like vitamins A, C, and E, as well as omega-3 fatty acids. When your body isn't getting enough of the right nutrients, muscle loss can accelerate, leading to weaker legs and a reduced ability to move freely. Processed meats also tend to be high in saturated fats, which contribute to inflammation and overall fatigue. In the long run, this combination of poor quality protein, unhealthy fat, and additives creates an environment in the body that doesn't support muscle growth, repair, or function. If you're relying heavily on processed meats, your legs may not be getting the nutrition they need to stay strong and resilient. Fortunately, there are healthier alternatives and better protein options for stronger legs that can provide your body with the nutrients it needs without the negative side effects. By swapping processed meats for fresh, lean proteins, you can significantly improve your muscle health and overall strength. Instead of processed meats like bacon or sausages, opt for lean proteins like chicken, turkey, and fish. These meats are rich in high-quality protein and are low in sodium and unhealthy fats. Fish, especially fatty fish like salmon and mackerel, is particularly beneficial for joint and muscle health because it's packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which have anti-inflammatory properties. Not only will these lean proteins provide the essential building blocks your muscles need, but they'll also reduce inflammation and help your legs stay strong and mobile. For those who prefer plant-based options, lentils, chickpeas, almonds, and hummus are excellent sources of plant-based protein. Lentils and chickpeas are also rich in fiber and essential vitamins, while almonds provide healthy fats that help reduce inflammation and support muscle recovery. Incorporating more plant-based proteins into your diet offers variety while still supporting muscle strength and overall health. Another great option is tofu and tempeh, which are both high in protein and low in saturated fats. These plant-based proteins are versatile, easy to cook, and provide all the essential amino acids your body needs to maintain muscle function. And like I promised, I am also going to provide you simple recipes for strong legs. Grilled salmon with avocado salsa. Grilled salmon is packed with omega-3 fatty acids, which are great for reducing inflammation and supporting muscle health. Top the salmon with a fresh salsa made from avocado, tomatoes, red onion, and cilantro for an extra boost of nutrients. Lentil and vegetable stir-fry. Cook up a stir-fry using lentils, mixed vegetables, and tofu or tempeh. Add a little olive oil and soy sauce for flavor, and you have a protein-packed meal that helps keep your muscles strong and your joints flexible. Chicken and quinoa salad. Toss grilled chicken breast with cooked quinoa, mix greens, cucumbers, and tomatoes. Drizzle with olive oil and lemon juice for a refreshing, nutrient-dense meal that fuels your muscles and helps reduce inflammation. Chickpea and spinach curry. A hearty curry made with chickpeas, spinach, and tomatoes provides a satisfying meal full of plant-based protein and anti-inflammatory compounds. Serve it with brown rice for a balanced meal that supports muscle repair and overall health. Finally, at number 4 is something that is present in all 3 foods mentioned above, which you may have missed but has been mentioned countless times in this video, and it is high-sodium foods. Did you know that many of the everyday foods you eat are packed with hidden salt, even those that don't taste salty? While a pinch of salt might seem harmless, consuming too much sodium can have a serious impact on your leg strength, mobility, and overall health, especially as we age. Salt is a common culprit in many processed and packaged foods, and it can silently drain your strength, leaving your legs feeling heavy, sluggish, and less able to carry you through the day. As we get older, we tend to become more sensitive to the effects of sodium. If you ever experience bloating, swollen ankles, or leg cramps after eating a processed meal, you might be dealing with the hidden effects of excess salt. While it might seem like a minor inconvenience, too much sodium can contribute to significant health issues over time, including reduced mobility and muscle strength. Let's take a closer look at how excess salt affects your legs and what you can do to cut back. Let's answer how excess salt hurts your mobility. One of the most immediate effects of too much sodium in your diet is water retention. When you consume high-sodium foods, your body holds onto extra fluid in an attempt to balance out the sodium levels. This leads to bloating and swelling, particularly in your legs, ankles, and feet. Have you noticed that after eating processed foods, your legs feel swollen or heavy? This is a direct result of too much salt in your system. When fluid builds up in the lower part of your body, it makes it harder to move freely. Swollen legs can feel uncomfortable, stiff, and sluggish, which can significantly impact your ability to stay active and mobile. Along with swelling, excess sodium weakens circulation, which means less oxygen and fewer nutrients are being delivered to your muscles. Poor circulation can lead to cramping, fatigue, and a general sense of weakness. As the blood flow to your legs becomes impaired, your muscles won't get the support they need to stay strong and efficient. In turn, this can leave your legs feeling tired and more prone to aches and pains, especially after physical activity. So, if you find that your legs tire more quickly than they used to or you experience frequent leg cramps, high-sodium foods might be a contributing factor. Another major issue with excess salt is that it can raise blood pressure, which is particularly concerning for seniors. High blood pressure can increase your risk of falls and injuries. The higher your blood pressure, the greater the strain on your heart, blood vessels, and muscles. As your blood pressure increases, your body's ability to adjust to sudden movements becomes less responsive, increasing your risk of dizziness and falls. By cutting back on sodium, you can help keep your blood pressure at a healthy level, reducing the chances of falls and improving your overall mobility. But how do we cut back on sodium? Well, now that we've seen how high-sodium foods can drain your strength and affect your leg health, the good news is that you can easily reduce your sodium intake with a few simple changes. Cutting back on salt doesn't mean you have to sacrifice flavor or enjoyment in your meals. It just takes a little creativity in the kitchen and an awareness of what you're consuming. The most effective way to reduce your sodium intake is to cut back on processed and packaged foods. Items like canned soups, frozen meals, chips, and fast food are notorious for being packed with salt. These foods may seem convenient, but they often contain far more sodium than you realize. For example, a single can of soup can contain over 1,000 milligrams of sodium, more than half of the recommended daily limit for most adults. By opting for fresh, whole foods like vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains, you'll automatically reduce your sodium intake and nourish your body with healthier options. When cooking at home, consider seasoning with herbs and spices instead of salt. Fresh herbs like basil, parsley, and cilantro add vibrant flavor to dishes without adding any sodium. Garlic, lemon juice, and a dash of vinegar are also great alternatives to salt, giving your meals a boost of flavor without compromising your health. Experiment with different seasonings to find combinations that excite your taste buds while keeping your sodium levels in check. Another helpful tip is to drink plenty of water throughout the day. Drinking water not only helps flush out excess sodium from your body, but also keeps you hydrated, which is essential for maintaining good circulation and muscle function. Staying hydrated supports healthy kidneys, which play a key role in regulating sodium levels in your body. Aim for at least 8 cups of water per day, and more if you're physically active, to help your body stay balanced and remove any excess salt. Here are simple swaps for less sodium. Choose fresh or frozen vegetables instead of canned vegetables, which can be loaded with sodium. Make your own salad dressings using olive oil, vinegar, mustard, or lemon juice, rather than store-bought dressings that are often high in sodium. Cook grains like rice, quinoa, and oats from scratch rather than opting for instant or pre-seasoned versions. Read food labels carefully to check for sodium content. Look for low sodium or no sodium added options when shopping for packaged goods. And like I mentioned, here are a few exercises that, if done correctly, will reverse your legs weakening. But before that, if you have made it so far, subscribe and comment if these tips were helpful. At number 1, chair squats. Stand in front of a chair with your feet shoulder width apart. Slowly lower yourself down as if you're going to sit, but stop just before you touch the chair. Stand back up. Repeat 10 to 15 times. This exercise strengthens your quads, hamstrings, and glutes, key muscles for mobility and stability. Number 2, calf raises. Stand with your feet hip-width apart and slowly raise your heels off the ground, balancing on the balls of your feet. Lower back down. Do 10 to 15 repetitions. This exercise strengthens the muscles in your calves, helping with balance and mobility. Number 3, leg lifts. Lie on your back and lift one leg at a time, holding it for a few seconds before lowering it. This targets your hip flexors and core, both of which are important for maintaining leg strength. And number 4, walking or marching in place. Simply walking or marching in place for 10 to 20 minutes can significantly improve circulation and muscle endurance, helping to maintain leg strength and reduce swelling. Well, that's it for today. Make sure to subscribe and share it, so people facing similar problems can finally get off and live a healthy life. Thank you for watching.